All right, we're going to have the McBain Ramblers coming to Roscommon to face Roscommon Bucks. Should be a good one today. Some key players to note for this game: Henry Myring, 88, Eli Miller, number 5, and Grady Winkle, number 3, all 8th graders this year. It's going to be a handoff for 32. He's going to bust up the middle, and he's going to go for a touchdown for Roscommon, first play of the game. And they're going to put 6 on the board for Roscommon. Looks like they might go for the extra point here. Looks like they're going to go for 2 here. It's going to be handoff, and it is good. So I believe that will be 2 points for the Roscommon Bucks, and they're going to be up by 8 to start this game. Number 5, Eli Miller, and Graydon Winkle, number 3, will be out to return for McBain. This is going to be our first look at the Rambler offense here. Looks like that they're going to be set up at the 39-yard line, or sorry, the 38, I believe. It's going to be handing off Gray Winkle. He's going to be wrapped up for about a 5 to 7 yard gain there. Good tackle there for the Roscommon Bucks. It's going to be hand off, and he's going to be stopped. That could be a first down there.
Wrapped up, brought down. That'll bring up a first down for McBain.
It's going to be another handoff. He's going to go up the middle and tackled again for about 5 yards there.
Get him a few yards there, bring it second down for McBain.
Yep, I got it. Thank you. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Ramblers. Motion is going to be hand off up the gut, and he is going to be brought down after a 10-yard gain. Or, sorry, a 4-yard gain.
His way through to another first down for McBain.
It's going to be motion. It's going to be a handoff. And he's going to get down for about 5-yard pickup there.
Brought down, looks like about a 4-yard gain. Second down, player on the field.
We're going to have an injured player on the field. It's going to be a Rambler. And he looks like he's going to get up just fine. It's going to be 2nd and 6 here for the Ramblers, and they're moving the ball pretty well. About, I want to say 5 yards every time. That's what you want, 5 yards every time, and you're going to win a football game. I assume they run it again here. It's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be another Rambler first down.
McBain pushes through for another first down.
Another run here for the Ramblers, and he's going to get tackled immediately. Number 29 for the Roscommon Bucks.
Couple-yard gain for the Ramblers, bring up second down.
It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Ramblers. Not a complete loss there, but really good tackle by, I believe it was 29.
During the third quarter, we had one winner of almost $200 and one just over $200 for the first couple of games. So make sure you get those tickets and be a part of our 50-50 raffle.
It's going to be Greenwinkle on the carry. He's going to get wrapped up by a horde of Bucks there. For another few yard pickup, it's going to be 3rd down. And about 6 to go. Wonder if they're going to pass or stick with the run game here. Maybe do a little trickery. See how they play it. They're going to do another handoff. It's going to be up the middle. And it looks like he's going to be tackled again. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Ramblers.
Brings us to 4th down for the Ramblers.
So the same thing here. They could pass, they could run maybe a jet sweep or maybe even a QB draw if they want to go that route. And Bucks got to be ready for anything here. Really, in a 4th and 5 situation, it could go any way. It's going to be a handoff. He's going to come up the middle, and that will be a Rambler 1st down. I believe.
1st down, McBain.
Yep, a 1st down for McBain. Good run there from Greenwinkle. It's been doing really well this entire game, but you also got to give credit to the Bucks here for wrapping him up and making sure he doesn't blast off for a touchdown here. It's going to be another run, and going to get swallowed up there. That's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Ramblers. Snap it, another handoff. And he's going to get swallowed up right away by, I believe, number 15. Roscommon Bucks just got in there. A good move to get in the backfield and tackle him for a loss of about maybe a yard. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Ramblers. They're going to do a handoff here, and he's going to get swallowed up again to bring up 4th down. Roscommon coming up big here. It's going to be about a loss of a yard. Let's see what coach brings up here for the Ramblers. And he's going to call a timeout for McBain.
Timeout for McBain.
Let's see what the Ramblers come up with here. Maybe a trick play or a pass would be maybe the move here. And it's going to be a handoff. He's going to try cutting up the middle. And he's going to get swallowed up again.
And brought down. That'll
And the Bucks are going to get the ball back with about 26 seconds left in the game, or quarter, sorry.
because of them and their donation, we have several of our students that are able to be on that field today.
See what they come up with.
Andrew Tucker attended Roscommon High School.
Maybe a run just to bring into the second quarter here.
Little League high school football and participated in wrestling. He then attended CMU after graduation and majored in business management and minored in sports studies. He was an avid sports fan and followed professional and college sports. A very kind and generous heart was what he was known for, as evidenced by those he supported even on our team today.
It's going to be second 10 for the Roscommon Bucks. Let's see if they can burst off another big run here to maybe get another touchdown before half. Or second quarter. Sorry. It's going to be a handoff, and it looks like he might just bring up another big run. 23 might get there. No. 32 is gone for another big Roscommon touchdown before the second quarter. What a play there by 32.
And Roscommon answers with a touchdown.
23, Owen Fincham just couldn't get there. 32 was just a little faster than him.
That's the second touchdown for Josiah Lane, I believe.
Looks like they're going to go for an extra point here. Timeout just a little short there, but
Was an equipment violation there. One of our Bucks players didn't have a mouthpiece in. We're going to push that ball back 3 yards.
so we push 3 yards back as they didn't have a player with a mouthpiece in. It's going to be a little tougher of a kick if they decide to go for another extra point here. Doesn't look like it. Looks like they're going to go back to the run. Maybe even a pass here. And 32 is going to try, and he's going to not get there. And that's going to bring us to the second quarter. Ramblers down 14-0.
That brings us to a score at the end of the first quarter. Roscommon
Roscommon Bucks to kick off, and I believe, well, that's a good kick right there. It's going to be number 5, Eli Miller, returning that. He's going to cut up the middle, and he's going to try to find a lane. Spin move there, getting a little shifty. He's going to be brought down around the 42-yard line after, I believe, that's 22 that makes the tackle.
Start this second quarter off. McBain first down.
We're going to have 15-87 coming to the game. Oh, 87's coming back out. They're going to hand off, and is there a penalty on the field, maybe? Timeout.
In the meantime, let me
Roscommon.
introduce you to our cheerleaders. We have Adeline Murray, Emerson Garland Morgan, Nora Rusiger, Kinsley McKilla, and Stella Lamont. And Gwen Walby.
If I'm the Bucks right now, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I think they're playing really good defense right now. They're tackling really well, and they're running the ball really efficiently. And if I'm McBain, I need to find a way to stop 32. I mean, he broke off for 2 big touchdowns there, and I think they're doing really good on offense as well. I think both teams just need to keep doing what they're doing, but I think McBain really needs to contain 32 to maybe have a better shot of winning the game here. As we're going to come up to the line. 1st and 10 for McBain. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be Grady Winkle. And he's going to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. And he's going to burst out for a big run. Oh, my goodness. It's a 15-yard pickup for Grady Winkle. Wonder how he got out of that. There was like 3 Bucks there trying to tackle him, and he somehow got out of the backfield and made something happen there. Great play by McBain there. Making the Bucks look silly right there. It's going to be a handoff for Eli Miller. He's going to run his way up for about 4 to 5 yard gain there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down for the McBain Ramblers.
Roscommon Auto Recyclers, Brook Retirement Community, Jack's Place, Don Nestor Collision Shop, Ham Rise, Roof Factor of North, and up north.
They're going to hand off again. They're going to run to the outside. He's going to bounce in the middle. He's going to bounce outside, and that's going to be Grady Winkle. Is he going to get there? He does. Touchdown, McBain.
And with that, we have McBain touchdown.
Great play by Grady Winkle right there. Believe they're going to go for 2 here. We're going to hand off to Eli Miller. He's going to get swarmed up by a bunch of Bucks there. 26 on the tackle.
No extra points for McBain. That brings us to 8 minutes and 31 seconds in this first half.
Great tackle there by the Bucks, just getting in there behind the line and swallowing him up for a big loss there. Great defense by the Bucks. Ramblers are going to kick it off here. It's going to be Gray Winkle, number 3, kicking it off for the McBain Ramblers. And I believe that's 27. And I can't quite tell the other one, but they're going to be returning for the Roscommon Bucks. I believe that's 21, not 27. Great kick by Gray Winkle. That's going to be fielded by 32. Dangerous player there. Gotta tackle him right now. And they do that. About 48-yard pickup there for the Roscommon Bucks. Let's see what they do here, if they're going to hand it back off to 32. I see him out there in that huddle, so they could very well just do that, or they could hand it off to someone else, or maybe even pass the ball, do something a little different here. It's going to be 32 in the backfield here. And, yep, they're going to do a QB draw, and he's going to go maybe all the way. Yes, he will. Roscommon will be up by another touchdown here. Great play there by 81. Like I said, they were going to do something different there, and they do just that, throwing off the Rambler defense there and bursting off a big 52-yard play, I believe, for another touchdown.
We'll be doing that drawing here at the beginning of the third quarter. And then also make sure to check out our merch tent. We have all kinds of amazing brand new Bucks apparel and gear for you to check out for this season. Make sure to go visit and support our Bucks.
It's going to be another handoff, and that's going to be 27 this time for the two-point conversion for the Roscommon Bucks.
Conversion is good. That is going to witness the score of Roscommon 22 and the McBain Ramblers is 6 with 3 minutes and 8 seconds left in this first half.
The Ramblers really need to find an answer for this Bucks offense. They're just running all over them here. It's really the only thing that could be better about the Ramblers. I mean, their offense has been doing really good this entire game, and their special teams great as well, and just that defense that they need to find something going for them, get some momentum back. It's going to be bobbled. Someone's got to get on that, and looks like the Ramblers will get on that. It's going to be number 12, Henry Bisball, on the recovery there. I believe I got a little scary there for the Ramblers. Onside kick, almost good for the Bucks there. See what the Ramblers come up with here. 1st and 10. 8 minutes left in this quarter. It's going to be a handoff. Up the middle, he's going to be tackled, but gets forward for about, I want to say, 7 yards there.
That'll be a 2nd down for McBain.
It's going to be a handoff, and that's going to be a good tackle there by 27 for the Bucks.
Brought down, that'll bring a 3rd down for McBain.
Might be a 3rd and 2 there for McBain. 3rd and 3. Not 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. Going to be a handoff. Greg Winkle, he's going to bounce outside in the middle, or inside in the middle, and he's still going to be fighting for yards there. So not going to be brought down before a 1st down, McBain.
Dodge, dip, dive, and dodge. McBain has a 1st down.
Great run there by Graydon Winkle. Number 3 on the carry. One of those 8th graders I was talking about who is maybe one of their better players, I would say. Definitely showing it here. I think he's got to be closing around at least 50 yards this game and a touchdown. You also got to give credit to that offensive line, of course. They've been doing really well. And yeah, just this offense, all of them been doing really well this game. It's going to be a timeout for the Ramblers there. Let's see what they do here. We have 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. Or, sorry, not the game, the quarter. First half. See what they come up with here. Down 16. You got to imagine they're going to be a little more aggressive than, you know, maybe if they're down by only 7, let's say. So maybe the Bucs defense plays a little bit farther back. Maybe put 2 safeties instead of 1 safety back there. Maybe puts a little more linebackers out there just in case they do decide to pass and the Ramblers try to go a little more aggressive, like I said before, to try and make it a 8-point deficit instead of a 16-point deficit before the half. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Ramblers here. They're going to be motion number 9 here. And they are going to throw it, and a drop there. Number 9, Alex, I believe, Brinks. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Ramblers now. It's going to be another handoff. Greenwinkle, and he's going to bounce outside. Will he get there? He's going to bend the corner and get wrapped up, but not before he gets in the red zone there. And a big 15-yard plus gain there for the Ramblers. See what they do here. They're hand it off. I believe that's Eli Miller, another one of those 8th graders, another one of those leaders on this offense. Gets about a couple yards there before he's brought down. It's going to be 2nd and around 4. Let's see what the Ramblers decide to do here. It's going to be another run by Eli Miller. He's just short, I believe. The ref says he's just short of the goal line there.
Goal line, but that'll bring up 1st and goal for McBain.
So it's going to be 1st and goal for the McBain Ramblers. We're going to see what they do here. You got to imagine they run it back with Greenwinkle. He's been effective all day. They're going to go Eli Miller. He's going to get swallowed up by number 15 for the Roscommon Bucks there. I believe that's going to bring up 3rd and goal. Nope, my bad, 2nd goal. That's just a great play by Roscommon, number 15, just swarming him immediately. Couldn't even really doing anything. Maybe a miscommunication on that play or something there, but great blitz by number 15. It's going to be another handoff. So we're Grady Winkle, and he's going to get his second touchdown on the day for McBain Ramblers.
Another 6 points with a touchdown.
Like I was saying before, we're going to go with Grady Winkle there, effective all day, gets a second touchdown there. Another one of those leaders I was talking about earlier for the game. Great blocking from the offensive line to get that hole open so he could cut back in that inside and get a touchdown. Let's see what they do here. Good handoff to Eli Miller here, or they could pass it. They're going to be motioning, and it's going to be a botched snap, and he's got to get on that. Live ball there, and the Roscommon Bucks will recover, but that will be a 2-point conversion, so they won't get the ball back, and the Ramblers are still going to have to kick it off here. But even with the botched snap, the good news is that even if no one scores any more points before the quarter ends and we go into half, the Ramblers are only down by 10 instead of what they would have been by 16. So good news for them. Great job by that Bucks defense. They've been pretty effective all day, getting on that snap, that botched snap and fumble to stop that 2-point conversion. It's going to be 21-32 returning for the Roscommon Bucks as Grady Winkle steps back to kick it off once again today. I don't know what exactly we're waiting for here. Okay, seems like everyone's ready to go. And Grady Winkle, another good kick there. And a good return there by 21. He's going to pick the ball, and he's going to cut it to the middle. Gets a nice block there by 32, and he's going to be gone for a kick return touchdown. Did not see that one coming. Great blocking by 32. Leveling out one of the McBain Ramblers there. Great block. Sometimes the player that makes the play isn't exactly the one that scores the touchdown. It's the one that sets up the touchdown. And 32 right there. Great block, setting up the touchdown. All the way. Touchdown. Excuse me for my horrible clock management here. They're going to get the 2-point conversion, though. Great run by Roscommon. And they're going to be up 30-12 against McBain here. Again, my apologies for messing up the box score. I accidentally gave the Ramblers a touchdown. It's the whole thing. You'd have to be here for it. Great run there by Roscommon. Get those 2 points, and, well, at least the Ramblers scored. They will be down by, I believe, 18 points. Let's see if they can respond here before the half ends. I believe 81 will kick it off for the Roscommon Bucks here. I believe that's going to be Micah Klunder and Eli Miller returning for the McBain Ramblers. Anyone's going to kick it off here. Number 10 is going to recover it. That's going to be Mason. Can't quite pronounce his last name. I believe it is Mason Van Polen. Recovery for McBain. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the McBain Ramblers. They're going to hand it off. It's going to be Eli Miller. He's going to stumble his way for about 5 yards there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Ramblers here. The Ramblers got 1 timeout remaining. Let's see what they decide to do here with less than 2 minutes left in the game. Or not game, half. Let's see if the Roscommon Bucks can hold him here until the half. It's going to be handoff for Eli Miller again. He's going to bounce his way inside for about 4-yard pickup there. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Ramblers. It's going to be 3rd and 1. With less than a minute left, I assume they're probably going to pass it, or they could just run out since it's a 3rd and 1. I could see that being a possibility as well. And they do, but Roscommon Bucks there to swallow him up there. Number 15 and 32. Some of those key players we're seeing today showing up big here, bringing up a 4th down for McBain and a tackle for loss. That's going to be a timeout for McBain, their final of the half. if I'm the Ramblers right here, I'm going to pass it, right? You're down 18, I believe, 35 seconds left. You're at the 50. It's fourth goal. I guess the worst possibility is you don't get it and you get back to the box with about 30 seconds left, let's say, and they get another touchdown as they really good at that, bursting off big runs after big runs I feel like every play they've been bursting out big runs, but I feel like that's the worst case scenario for McBain. But I could also see him going deep or even running just to bring it out to the half. So let's see what they do here. Looks like they're going to pass it indeed, and they're just going to throw it out of bounds. So it's going to be turnover on downs for McBain. And
that's going to bring a turnover on downs, and it'll be first down, Roscommon.
I completely forgot to make it the McBain ball. That's my bad. So it's going to be first and 10 for Roscommon with 28 seconds left. I assume they're going to just run out to number 32 again, or they could pass it. If I'm Roscommon, I would run with 32. But right now I see him slot receiver or at receiver right now, so I think they're going to pass it right here at this for this look. Again, they could run it. They will run it. He's going to get a nice spin, and he's going to run his way through. Great run there by, I believe that was 21. Great spin. Trucked a man and gets there. Great play all around for the Roscommon Bucks. Fooled me even. I thought they were going to pass it. Nope. Just sweep. Roscommon's got one timeout left with 9 seconds left. They could go a quick run, call a quick timeout, and then they could throw a Hail Mary, or they can just run it out into the half. I think they might just run it out here, but they've been kind of faking everyone out today. They faked me out last time. They've been faking out the Ramblers. I mean, I don't really know what they're going to do, but if I was them, I would just run it out here. They're up by 18. Take it to the half. But, again, let's see what they do here. 2nd and 7 for Roscommon. Motion. 21. And it's going to be run up the middle. I believe. No, 81 QB keeper. And he's going to be tripped up there. And I believe that'll be the half.
And with that being said, we have Roscommon Bucks at third and the McBain Ramblers as well. Make sure as you head over to concessions, get yourself some grub on. Cheeseburgers, hot dogs, pizza, walking tacos, candy, chips, drinks, all kinds of.
And that's going to be the half as McBain will be down by 18. And Roscommon will be up by 18, 30-12. We're back from halftime as the McBain Ramblers are going to be down by 18 heading to the second half of this football game. We're going to have Micah Clunder and Eli Miller. I believe that's Eli Miller. Yep. Number 5, Eli Miller, returning the kick for McBain. And 81 going to be kicking it off for Roscommon. Decent kick there from Roscommon as Eli Miller's going to get on that, and he's going to get about... Oh! Eli Miller, he's going to break free to the 49-yard line. I thought he was going to get down for about 1 yard pickup there, but no. He picks that up and brings it home for about, let's see, 20-ish more yards there. Great return there from the Ramblers. Let's see what they decide to do here. It's going to be a handoff outside. He's going to get met by number 20 through 27 for the Roscommon Bucks.
A little bit of a gain there. Bring up second down for McBain.
That's going to bring up second down and I believe, second down and 9 for the McBain Ramblers. I was going to say 6 until I looked up and I was like, oh, I thought it was a bigger pickup than that. Good play by the Bucks defense there. Let's see if they could do it again here. Second and 9. It's going to be a handoff, a missed tackle there, and Grady Winkle is going to be brought out around the 47-yard line, and that's going to be bringing up 3rd and 4. It's going to be a handoff. Grady Winkle on the outside. He's going to break loose for first down and more. He's going to spin move, and he's going to be brought down around the 30-yard line. It's going to be a first down for the McBain Ramblers. Great run there by Grady Winkle there. See what the Ramblers do here. They're going to hand it off, and he's going to get met by a bunch of Bucks there for a couple of yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Great defense by that Bucks defensive line to bring up, I believe, 2nd and 6, I believe. Let's see, am I right? 2nd and 10? 2nd and 6? I'm going to call 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 for the McBain Ramblers. Let's see what they do here. They're going to hand off. Grady Winkle bounce to the inside, and he's going to get met by, I believe that was 22 for the Roscommon Bucks, bringing up 3rd down. 3rd and 4 for the McBain Ramblers. They're going to run it, and he's going to get met, but I want to say not before a first down. First down, McBain Ramblers. He's just going to get there for a first down. Great run there. Stutter of doom and despair. Sorry about that. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the McBain Ramblers. They're going to hand off. I believe that's Eli Miller. He's going to get met, but he's going to power through for about a yard or 2 pickup there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd down for the Ramblers. They're going to hand off Greenwinkle. Bounce to the inside, and he's going to be wrapped around. I believe 98 there got a hand on him, which led to Bucks getting to him for a stop there. 3rd down. Third and 5 for the Ramblers. See what they do here. There's going to be a handoff. It's going to be met, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Ramblers. Great job by that defensive line for the Roscommon Bucks there. That's just going to be a 1-yard pickup for, I believe, if I remember correctly, that was Greenwinkle. It's going to be a timeout for the McBain Ramblers. That's going to be their first of the quarter and first of the second half. It's 4th down, 3. Ramblers down by 18. They could do trick play. They could do jet sweep or a pass. They could also run it again. Their running game has been very effective this game, with Greenwinkle and Eli Miller being their 2 main backs. So I could really see anything happening here. Let's see what they decide, and let's see how the Roscommon Bucks handle this. It's going to be a jet sweep. It's going to be a reverse almost to Green Winkle. He's going to pick up the first down, and that is, I believe, first and goal.
That'll bring up a first down for McBain.
Slow to get up is, I believe, 98.
2 minutes and 48 seconds left in this
Hope he's
third quarter.
okay. Is that first and goal? That's first and goal. Wait. Yes, that's first and goal for the McBain Ramblers. First and goal from the McBain Ramblers. It's going to be another handoff. It's going to be Eli Miller this time, and he's going to be met by a big pile of Bucks there. And
Second and goal for McBain.
that's going to be second and goal for the McBain Ramblers. 2 minutes left in the game here. Or not game, quarter. I keep saying game, and I keep saying half, and it's just not right. I keep messing this up. Less than 2 minutes left in the quarter. Let's make that clear, in the quarter. Second and goal for the Ramblers. Graham Winkle's going to pick it up again, and he's going to be met by, I believe that's number 15. Getting there again for, I want to say that's around his 5th tackle of the game, it feels like. He's been all over the place this game, really making a disturbance in their running game and their offense. Just been doing very well this game. It's going to bring up third and goal for the Ramblers now. About a minute left in the quarter. Let's see what they decide to do. They're hand off Graham Winkle. Will Roscommon get there? No, they won't. Graham Winkle gets his 3rd touchdown of the game for McBain. What a play by Graham Winkle. Just bouncing to the outside and just outrunning him to get a touchdown. Great play there by McBain. Great play by the coach there. And great execution by the players.
And the winning ticket is 9258572. Once again, that number is 9258572. If you are that winner, make sure to head over to the concession stand for your winning.
69 is going to sub in for 32. He's got to hustle off to the sideline before the play gets called here. Let's see what the Ramblers do for this 2-point conversion. They're going to pass it, and it's going to be just dropped. Great pass by, I believe that is Micah Clunder. Great pass by Micah Clunder, but better defense by the Bucks to swat that away. So no 2-point conversion for McBain. Winkle's going to get another great kick. He's been kicking great today. I believe that is 21 with the return. And he's going to get a little shifty here, trying to make something happen. He's going to be brought down around the 43-yard line, I'd say. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Roscommon Bucks. Let's see what the Bucks decide to do here. If they want to run down the clock or if they want to play the aggressive throughout the entire game here. Anyone's going to take the snap. It's going to hand off to 32, one of those big-name players, and he's going to get wrapped around by number 89, Bentley. I cannot pronounce that last name. I'm sorry, Bentley. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Roscommon Bucks. And that's going to be the end of the quarter as we're going to head to the 4th quarter.
Of our final game for the day.
Yep, let me switch that time. Let's see if the Bucks can maintain this lead or, add to it. McBain could come back. It's always a possibility until, last second of the game, until the buzzer rings. We can always see that happen, or we can just see Roscommon just piling in on from here on out. But we'll see what they decide to do here. If they want to play aggressive, like I said, or conservative, try and run down that clock. And that's going to be a penalty for Roscommon.
And that'll be false start on the offense.
It's going to be a false start on the offense for Roscommon. Yeah. Yeah. So now after that penalty, it's going to be 2nd and 13 for Roscommon. They're going to hand off to 27. He's going to bounce to the outside. He's going to race down the sideline, and he's going to be brought out of bounds around the 50-yard line. Not before he gets the first down, though. Let's see what the defense decides to do here for McBain.
Yeah, hold on here. Refs are talking. That looks like it was pushed out beforehand. Third down.
I guess it's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Bucks, but never mind. It's going to be, again, 1st down for the Bucks.
Bringing it down to about the 38-yard line for now. Bucks first down.
Good news. Owen gets up good. Number 23 for McBain. Hopefully he'll be all right. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Roscommon Bucks here. Oh, sorry. I'm choking. That's going to be a penalty for McBain, and that's going to be offsides. I always say when I get up to that defensive line when I play football, I always remind my defensive line, watch the ball, and that time just got a little too yippy and jumpy, and sometimes that happens. That's happened to me before. I go, hey, watch ball, and then I still jump, and I'm just like, shoot, man, shouldn't have done that. But it happens. So that's going to be 1st and 5 for the Roscommon Bucks. Come on, scoreboard, work with me, please. They're going to be handing it off to 27, and can they tackle him? He's going to burst off for another big run there.
Tripped up just inside of the 5-yard line, looks like, but it'll be a 1st down for Roscommon.
Great chase down tackle there. Oh, sorry. There's no penalty. My bad. So I believe that will be 1st and goal for Roscommon. Let's see what the Bucks decide to do here. And it's going to be handed off by 27 again, and he's going to be met by some Ramblers there. Going to be just shy of the goal line. That's going to bring up 2nd and goal. We're going to have a sub 89 going out for 46. That's going to be Jacob Corner. Comes in for 89. Bentley. Sorry, Bentley. I don't know your last name. I'll do better next time. Second and goal for Roscommon. Let's see what they do here. They hand off the 32, 27, QB draw. You know, they got a lot of good runners on this team. Let's see what they decide to do. They're going to hand off up the gut, and that's going to be a touchdown. Roscommon. I see no laundry, no flags. That's going to be another touchdown for Roscommon. Great play there, but I believe that was 27 that ran that in there. Great run by him. Great play call by their coaches. We're having another sub. It's going to be 88. I believe that's Henry Myring going out. The 2-point conversion. Let's see what they decide to do here. They're going to pass it. He's going to unleash it. That's going to be a beautiful pass to number 22. Great catch there. What a catch there from 22 there. What a throw, though. I mean, I was just lasered in there, right in the chest. You can't ask for much better than that. It makes you wonder what this group is going to look like when they're all seniors or all juniors. Like, could they go to the playoffs? Could they make a good push? Could they go undefeated? Could they be one of the top teams in a few years to watch out for? We'll have to see. I mean, they're looking great here against McBain. I mean, they're up 38 to 18. They're looking phenomenal here. Just makes you wonder sometimes. It's going to be Eli Miller, and I think that's going to be Grady Winkle out there instead of, I believe it was Micah Clunder. '81's going to kick it off for McBain. No, sorry, not McBain, Roscommon. My mistake. Let's see if they're going to go for an onside or just try to kick it down the middle. See what they're going to do here. Beautiful kick there from 81, and it's going to be Eli Miller taking it off. And he's going to cut up. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to make a man miss, but not before he gets wrapped around after a beautiful return to around the 38-yard line. Beautiful play by Eli Miller. First and 10, not first and goal. If I'm McBain, you're still trying to win. Always trying to win till the final buzzer. I believe they're going to call a time. It's going to be a timeout for Roscommon there. Roscommon might have not liked the look they were seeing there. Maybe they're switching something up. A little pep talk here. for their defense. Let's see what they decide to do here. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for McBain. See what they decide to do here. And if there's going to be a penalty on the play,
Illegal procedure on the offense. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
it's going to be on the offense and a 5-yard penalty for McBain. Not what you want here when you're trying to be aggressive and hopefully win this game, you know, as McBain. Let's see what they can do here. Roscommon defense been doing amazing. Let's see what they can do. It's going to be a handoff for number 9. He's going to break a tackle and get about a few yards there. Number 9, Alex Brinks, I believe. Going to get a couple yards there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Roscommon's defense been playing super well. I mean, their defensive line and their linebackers have been really getting in there this game, and that's making McBain try to run outside more and really just bring commotion to this Rambler offense. Bad snap there, and I believe that will be... And I don't know who that was recovered by, but it was recovered by McBain. That's going to bring up 3rd and 14 for McBain. You have to imagine they're going to pass it here if they want to get a touchdown before end of the 4th or end of the game. Again, they could have run it. You know, they are going to pass it. They're going to fly it up, and that's going to be intercepted by 81. That could be the dagger.
Ball with 58, Jackson, Oregon, for Roscommon.
Great interception there from 81. What a play by Roscommon. You have to imagine that Roscommon's going to try to burn some clock here, try and make McBain use some of their timeouts. This defensive line is going to come up big and get some good stops here. McBain's going to roll off a 4-man front on that defensive line there. Let's see what these teams try to do here. We're going to hand off to 32. He's going to bounce the outside. Good stiff arm there. Doesn't work all too well. He'll get taken down for a loss of, I believe, I'll say 3 yards there for Roscommon.
In addition to face mask on the offense.
Oh, there's going to be a face mask on the offense as well. So that's going to bring him back a little bit there. Looks like McBain's going to accept that penalty, so it's going to be 1st and 15 for Roscommon. 1st and 20 for Roscommon, not 1st and 15. Come on, Caden, do better. All right. Let's see what they do now. It's going to be wrapped up immediately. That's exactly what you want if you're McBain. Great play by that defensive line. That's going to be up 2nd and, I believe, 18 for Roscommon. Great tackle there. They're going to botch snap. They're still going to pick it up. 81's going to run with it. And they're going to hear a whistle. Don't really know why they called the play dead, but they will. So that's going to be 3rd down. And 18.
Whistle blow there. We're going to replay 2nd down.
It's going to be step back to throw. 81's going to throw to 27. Good catch there. He's going to bring it up the sideline. Could he go? Could number 2 catch him? No, it's going to be another touchdown for 27. I believe that's the 2nd on the day. Great catch for Roscommon. Great play call by the coaches. Almost looked like a slip screen to me there to the, I don't know if he was lined was running back or tight end. Either way, great pass by 81. We saw that earlier with that 2-point conversion. He can sling the rock if you need him to. Great pass by him. Let's see what Roscommon decides to do here. It looks like it's going to be a fumble. It's going to be picked up by the Ramblers. I believe that'll be number 80, Henry Meyering, one of those leaders I was talking about on this defensive line earlier before the game. Another one of those 8th graders. Showing my number a little respect. I wore 88 last year. Not to be that guy or anything, but Makes me proud of my numbers getting used for something good. Okay, it's gonna be 44-18. Roscommon leads. That'll be the dagger, most likely, for Roscommon. Eli Miller and Grady Winkle will be out there to return from McBain once again. And 81 kicking off for Roscommon once again. Decent kick there by 81. Eli Miller's going to botch it. He's going to pick it back up, and he's going to make a man miss, and he's going to be tripped up around the 33-yard line. Great play there by Eli Miller to pick up a couple yards on that return. McBain's ball. This is the time where you kind of sub in some of your 7th graders and some of your bench warmers, give them some practice for in case of an injury. They get some reps in for McBain and for Roscommon as well. It's going to be a botch snap again, and Roscommon will get on that, and that will most likely be the game. Snap first and goal. Caden, lock in, man. Come on. Look alive, man. All right. So Roscommon will pick up the fumble there off the bout snap. We've seen, I believe, 3 of those today. Maybe even 4. 1 from Roscommon, 3 from McBain. Those early first game jitters, you know, always get you, especially when you're in that center and you got a lot of responsibilities to do. You got to lead the huddle. You got to lead the offensive line. You got to make sure everyone knows what they're doing. And then you got to snap it, and then you got to make sure you know what you're doing, and you got to block well. So just a lot of things going around in that guy's head, and that time just got to him and botch snap there. So we're going to see if they're going to kneel it out or if they're going to run it again. 81's still out there for Roscommon's quarterback. I also see Eli Miller out there as well. Looks like he's going to play around like a edge. They're going to hand it off to, I believe that's 69. Okay. And that's going to be a first down, I believe, for Roscommon. One more play, I believe they'll most likely just kneel this one out. What a great game from both these teams. You see a lot of potential for McBain, and you really saw a lot from Roscommon today. You know, 32, 27, 81, number 15. All of these guys really played their butts off today. All the coaches doing really well today, and yeah, just a great win for Roscommon. McBain's going to finish 0-1 or start 0-1 for the season. But what a great game. All these kids, you know, first game, you know, for Roscommon, that first win, you know, for some of these 7th graders must feel amazing, you know. And for McBain, they're going to have to go home on a loss, but hopefully they'll bounce back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll bounce back next week and get a win. But The final will be
Otherwise, have a great day. And
44 Roscommon, 18 McBain.